type to do the hitting up, you the type to pay hitters.
Yeah. Back in my ways, missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in the minimum wage. Gotta keep all in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man.
Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And now it gets real, because as a rookie quarterback, all those accolades and great performances in the regular season, they essentially go right out the window. They get erased, and you have to start over. Played extremely well to get the team the #1 seed and the first-round bye. But this is where he proves himself as a quarterback in the NFL. In the playoffs, and can he win games? Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties, and then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Now about a 39-yard pickup. They'll take it.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And it's caught. Touchdown. For 4 yards now. And the Dragons are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 9-play drive. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much. And
now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Fielded at about the 28. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Second and 10. Operating from the gun, English. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Past the 20, flop, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, 44 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Buenos Aires about set for another try on offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that, because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Bust through the tackle. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 37 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they come up now, 2nd and goal.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers.
4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Buenos Aires about set for another try on offense.
That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Off the play fake. English. Throw left side, caught here by Ward. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
So, Charles, you look at this offense. They're the #1 seed, a Super Bowl favorite, but it's hard to avoid the topic that this is a rookie quarterback under center making his first ever postseason appearance. Any concern level there?
Well, I would think that we all have some concern because, you know, a rookie quarterback, that's just not normal, right? But I think I'd be a lot more concerned if they were the 6 or 7 seed and had to go on the road and play in a hostile environment. What if it was cold outside? But here you got a guy who's been solid all year, led them to all those wins, #1 seed. I think they have unquestioned belief in him, They also feel like they have a responsibility to help carry him along as well.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their 1st-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Hands it off out of the gun. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 37. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Touchdown! Zay Flowers, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Dragons are an extra point away from evening this one up. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Pickett will look to throw it here. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They run again with Harris. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Will Anderson. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Buenos Aires offense back out now.
That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Dancing to his left.
Looking deep here for Flowers.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Back to throw, Pickett.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Pickett to throw on 1st down.
Throw left side complete. That's Phillips. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
From the gun, here's Pickett. This is Phillips yet again.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Pickett now on 1st down. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown from 6 yards away.
And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing on first down. English. That is caught by Dell. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Christian Watson as time expires in the first half. And the Dragons are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there. And there's
a look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. And they've been the better of the two teams through two quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion, and more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, English. He'll get this to Ward. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball in his hands.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
That's caught. It's Flowers. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it,
touchdown! Zay Flowers, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dragons are an extra point away from drawing level. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about
looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Willen. And a return will stop right around the 25. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Zay Flowers saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Dragons have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early, so now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense set to regain possession, and we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it up, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Zay Flowers and his offense about to begin their next drive.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, send him over to our team so he's not going to him anymore? Because he was really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know if a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. So a big sack for a loss of 4. It brings up 4th and goal. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Tucker's kick is good.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. He finds his man complete. It's Townsend.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Pickett now from the gun here.
He finds his man Johnson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Here's Pickett. Again, it's Johnson.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Now Pickett.
Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Pickett. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Michael Gallup, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
The Buenos Aires offense back out now.
And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to the hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half. You've got the lead. You're looking at moving on to the conference championship. And he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
He's got it to the 43 here. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Boy, what would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dragons are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So here's Pickett and the Steelers.
Down by 10, a minute 6 to play. It's certainly a tough situation on the road, needing 2 scores to stay alive in the playoffs as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's Pickett. Able to find Gallup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Pickett. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Reek Woolen. Down the left sideline. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Touchdown! Zay Flowers, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Dragons are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
3rd and long for Pickett.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.